All right, Gemini. Not Gemini? Yeah, Gemini. Don't mind me. The Monday monster has gotten to me. Okay, Paypal. You're going to get into your reading. Yeah, it's one of those days. It's one of those days. So you might as well just hold on. It's going to take a minute. Whatever. It's going to be a long day. It's almost 3, and it's been a long day. Okay, so Gemini, you're like, come on, lady, let's get through this. We're going to get into your love reading, so I'm going to find out what's going on for an outlook for your love situation. I'm going to find out any challenges or focuses that you need to be focusing on as far as a love situation. If I give you the wrong information, do not send your loved one after me. Okay, please. And listen, I'm not even going to start that one. I'm not going to do it. Okay, here we go, Gemini. Let's find out your situation, the main situation, as far as a challenge kind of surrounding the situation. Looking like you're lacking a little bit of courage, a little bit of strength. You could have something going on as far as changes, some kind of growth. Maybe something as far as like even a mother energy. This could be pregnancy. I mean, this could be you getting someone pregnant. This could be a fertile situation. So this would be a challenge, especially if you're like, ooh, whoa, I am not asking for this. I didn't ask for this. I wasn't going to ask for this. So if that's the case, you need to make sure that you're using a condom or protection of some kind, or get everything taken care of in the means of not having a child. Do all of this stuff. Make sure that you do that so you do not get into a place where you be looking like her. Okay? You do not want to look like that. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Okay? Or vice versa. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Okay. What's the main focus here? Again, this could be somebody around you, could be you in specific. I do feel like you're not coming from a very wise place if you are, for some reason, in this space or in this place. Any focus here would be to just really focus on anything that is manageable. So if you can financially take care of the situation, if you can transform or grow from it or create from it, or just in the outer situation, if you can focus on that type of thing, even going through such things as the inner stuff that you cannot actually, manage without, time really, then do so. Other than that, let's find out what's going on in the recent past that is associated with what's going on in upcoming beautiful December. I'm so sorry, your reading's like a hot mess probably. It's whatever. I don't think it's going to be too bad. Okay, so in the recent past, definitely we're dealing with some kind of conflict, something you were not wanting to acknowledge. Could have been some sort of information, so you probably were aware that this was happening, and you kind of were like too busy looking at something else when you're supposed to be at home, really looking at the love or the connections or the feelings that you have right in front of you at home. Wow. Okay. So that has a lot to do with what's going on in the past, okay? Now this conflict, again, could have a lot to do with what was supposed to be reliable came unreliable, unsafe. So however that looks or feels for you, I feel like any information that comes in on this would have to be about the mental process or your daily struggles of this information and of having to deal with this, and not paying attention to the fact that, yeah, you missed it by a heartbeat, okay? So just moving into anything going on as far as possibilities and your maybe the last few weeks of December. Just the possibilities of, because you're already heartbroken about something, you've already dealt with heartbreak, you could be in a grieving state of some kind. So I feel like that has a lot to do with it, or just, not really knowing how to focus even, or how to even use your courage or your strength even when it comes to like somebody who's an Empress energy. I feel like that's strange to me. That's strange to me. Okay. Yeah, because there's definitely some sort of a offer of love here. Now, this could be a brand new beginning to a baby situation. Again, a brand new family situation. Moving, just like in terms of connections or feelings in general, or a love affair. This is some sort of an offer, even through the midst of all of this. Like in December, you just not really paying attention to that fertility, or just not knowing how to nurture something in specific. Maybe could be just not strong enough or have enough in you. I feel like your experience would be to really just focus on what you can really touch and, kind of gravitate towards that kind of thing, especially because you're grieving. Okay. Yeah, because the power here is the experience of not knowing. So I just feel like the experience of not knowing, especially with this connection, this would be a connection of somebody brand new. Okay, this could be a King of Swords. So somebody who is definitely very clear in thought, very logical, very communicative. And they probably have already got a plan for you too, okay? So anything kind of going on surrounding you is feeling like you're withdrawing. So either you or somebody else is withdrawing around you. This makes you feel like not as accomplished or not as much in a complete or a content state as you thought you were going to be. So you're like, I feel like I'm just kind of like stepping back from the situation. What is the hope here in your month of December? I feel like your hope is change and for some sort of pause, maybe a state of a breath or a moment, or you know, to take a second, like let's just take a minute here, like why we got to get all crazy and stuff. I just want you to know that you are stuck right at this moment. You're stuck, okay? In December you'll be stuck. That'll feel stuck because it is stuck, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you, but the best part of this is that you can get unstuck, so you don't have to be stuck, okay? So a likely outcome here to get back into harmony, to get back in some sort of balance within your life, and to kind of like stop feeling like you have low self-esteem, stop feeling, you know, passive. You want to get into a place where you're experiencing love. Experience this offer. Experience it. Don't be over it. Don't be like, yeah, I don't care. You do fucking care. You're gonna care, especially when this person is like wonderful, warm, they're intuitive. They're exciting. They're celebrating all the time. I feel like they're super energetic. This person could be quite a bit older than you. Yeah, because like it's looking like you so continue to have indecision by the ending of December, which just completely does not boggle my mind at all when it comes to Gemini. You will be, you know, kind of coming from a communication of confusing. You'll be kind of cut off, cold. You won't be like listening as much. I just feel like you just be kind of like floating around, you know, like, hey, yeah. But you might want to make a decision. Otherwise, this person's going to be out the fucking door. Okay? All right. Please go ahead, hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot if you would. Please and thank you. Check out the video that pops up at the end of this reading, which right about now is going to be your general predictions for your month of December. I hope that you enjoy the rest of Thanksgiving, the rest of November and your Thanksgiving, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas. I will see you later, Gemini.